All right, now, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I am Shay Newbert. And hey, guys, I know it's been a minute. We took a couple weeks off. I should have warned everybody. We had some issues with the studio. We're changing some things around, and, we wanted to... Well, I'll get into everything here in a few minutes, but this is Shot 30 Podcast. I am Shane Newbert. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And thank you so much for all the love over the past few days. Now, this is where I'm going to break into explaining what's been going on. And yes, we're going to be back on a more consistent basis with the podcast. We're going to be trying to we have a lot of guests that we've reached out to, a lot of big TikTok guests and stuff like that. We've been trying to reach a whole new group of people. And that's kind of where the hiatus from the podcast came from. The few weeks that we took off, we had Caitlin Miller on the show. She was absolutely excellent. And then we took some time off. But the plan was... Our numbers had been just the exact same. We're not getting any subscribers. Our listeners are the exact same. We were stuck at like 390 subscribers on YouTube and, somewhere around 500 listeners per episode. And we were just trying to find out ways to get more listeners to the podcast. Because, we work really, really hard on it, and to see no progress, it really sucks. So what we did essentially was, I was like, let me try TikTok. I'm going to go to TikTok and I'm going to push hard. Like, I'm going to listen to all these content creators, see what they were doing, and try to learn and replicate kind of not what they're doing, but how they made their pages successful. And there's a lot of things that I learned from these accounts. And well, when I said that in 2 weeks, I wanted the TikTok to try to, blow up a little bit. We were at like 2,000 followers. Well, we went out to dinner on Saturday night, and by the time that we were done with dinner, we got back to the car, and I had 150,000 notifications. I mean, it floored me. I showed Temery. She was like, wait, what? And then what had happened, I'll explain it just a little bit, because right now we're in the past 3 days, we're at 5.6 million views on our TikTok videos. And I mean, it's doing absolutely excellent. But what happened was, I had posted this video that really blew up, over 1 million views. For the video that I posted made other people go to other videos on my page, essentially like giving all my old videos like life again. So all of my videos started trending upward because people were clicking through all my videos, and it made them go to the For You page. And so it made it blow up. And if you guys don't already, please, Shot 30 Podcast on TikTok, go give it a follow. I'll put the link down below. But yeah, I want to say sorry to everybody that I haven't been posting a ton of podcasts. I had finals, and finals this semester really put a lot of weight on my shoulders. I'm not gonna lie. Taking 3 classes, that was a terrible idea. I'll never do that again. Yeah, I mean, it was too much. It was too much. And I need to have a life. I need to be able to, and the podcast is part of my life, the skits and everything that we do. And so from that TikTok page, I was going to say, some people started flooding in. If you're from TikTok, leave a comment down below. But we have had a nice little jump for the first time in forever, like in a long time. The Instagram page started getting some love. And, yeah, so it's been absolutely awesome. And I just want to say thank you guys so much, because that was a lot of fun. And hopefully I can keep putting out content that people like on there. I've been going live on TikTok as well. But yeah, and I just wanted to get Shot 30's page some new attention, something. And now we've got this thing, we jumped up to 30,000 followers. We went from 2,000 to 30,000 followers in the past 3 days. And I put a link tree up. So I don't know. Hopefully we can get, some more people in here. And then, some of these other guests that we've been hunting down and trying to get on the show. It's been a really, really, really cool thing. So I just want to say thank you. That's to start the episode. Normally episodes go crazy, like all over the place, especially solo ones. It's just me, but it was a lot of fun. I mean, it's been a lot of fun, and hopefully it keeps going from there. My dream is to be able to do a podcast, do stand up, and make skits, and that would be a dream come true if that ever happens, man. I mean, I feel like I live the best life ever. My wife is great. She treats me like a king. The kids are all great. The animals are great, and I have so much fun. I have so many great friends, and this has been an adventure. All of this kind of stuff, and for the first time in my life, I told Timmery on Sunday. I said, "Baby, let's go take a shot." And she's like, "To celebrate the page blowing up?" And I never meant something in my entire life more than I meant this. I said, "No." For the first time we're going to take a shot because for the first time in my entire life, I didn't have to like my own post, just to go from 9 likes to 10 likes or whatever. So, yeah, and everybody who's been sharing stuff, man, that's the key to the puzzle, man. If you get people to share stuff, I appreciate it so much. And yeah, and if you guys are just listening on one of the podcast apps, please, go to the YouTube and subscribe. Go to the TikTok and follow. We're trying to bring a whole product together. Even though TikTok and YouTube and podcasts are all separate things, we're trying to put them all together in a little orgy. Just like a little social media orgy. But yeah, so we're gonna move on to other things, but yeah, it was just crazy. 5.6 million views, and it's just one of the coolest things ever, man. I just appreciate it so much. I work really hard on this stuff. So yeah, once again, sorry for the delay in podcast episodes, but yeah, now you have a little bit of explanation in there for what's been going on. But it went. I first want to say, go check out Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies, Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies on Facebook, and go check out that. She's taking orders, absolutely beautiful stuff. She's been really busy, ever since the holidays where she was making 9 million cocoa bombs. She stayed really busy afterward since that. So put in your orders early, custom made cakes, anything. Yeah, check her out. She's got a menu and stuff now too. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it went from freezing balls to like 70 degrees just like that. And so we were out there the other day, and I started just burning stuff. We got so many trees, and we were just burning shit. We cut the apple trees and I was out there just dumping it on. Well, the dumbest thing is I'm out there burning when we have like 35 mile an hour winds. So, I mean, I literally look like, what's that fire guy's name? Johnny Flame, whatever, Johnny Storm. Yeah, because the shit was just blowing back into me. My hands are all burnt, and my beard hair was burning off, and all this stupid shit. But yeah, so the weather's getting better, man. Baseball's coming back, and I'm really. I like a lot of people who listen to the podcast know that I've always been, I was a big fan of the empty stadiums. I know that's a really sad thing, and it's a horrible thing for me to say, but I just loved it. It made you feel like when you were at home with an empty ballpark, like you were at the game. And that's the way I felt. You could hear the crack of the baseball bat, the mitts, guys adjusting their cups, you could hear the sweat dripping off their bowels. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. And so they're saying that there's going to be fans back in the stands this year, and I'm happy for that. But I did enjoy it. Like UFC fights, just juicy men just slapping each other all over the place. I loved it. But yeah, so I went over to the Bone Collector the other day, and I was talking to Ken. He's an older episode. He's a barbecue champion, but he's going to get into making some TikTok videos and stuff of his barbecues and all this stuff. And so I think that'll be really cool. And Kerry Cortez is doing the same with his singing videos. You guys have seen him on the show before. He's an incredible talent. And, I'll get into the Kerry thing a little bit here. Kerry is such a talented guy. Kerry Cortez. If you haven't seen it, go check out the episode. But he is such an incredibly talented guy. He has one of the greatest singing voices I've ever heard. And he gets caught up in being like, oh, I'm done with this band, and he should never be done because he has all the talent in the world to do things, and I just want the world to know about his talent, and he's incredible. And yeah, so if you haven't, go check out that episode and go give Carrie a follow. Check out his pages and stuff, man. He's just a great guy. But yeah, so it's been a while. I'm knocking the rust off. My hands are a little jittery. I got cold beverage here. But man, we was watching this movie. No, we found this TV show, and it's called The Affair. It was on Showtime. There's 5 seasons. It's good. The Affair. Put it on your list. It's good. And it's like a really, really trippy concept. It's like there's a murder involved, and then there's this huge affair. But it gives the perspective from the characters. So like if they're talking to the police, the way the show plays out is like, it was the way I saw it, like the way I remember it. Like the way I remember it was the guys were fighting outside the building, and then a car drove by and somebody flipped them off. And then the girl will be like, tell a whole different story, like the way she remembers it. There was no fight outside. Everyone was hugging, and they were just, talking and smoking cigarettes. Like, it's a really, really cool concept. I know it sounds super confusing when I'm trying to word it to you, but yeah. And so a lot of people also have asked regarding the podcast stuff, what happened with the pod mini. All right, are we back? Yeah, we're back. Okay. Yeah, see, okay, we're going to get back into the pod mini stuff, but let me also walk you through what's going on. Like, all this computer, like this whole studio got flooded as well. And so we're going to redo the studio, make it a little bit cooler looking, I think. Just give it something new, something to spark it. Give it a little pizzazz. But what happened with the pod mini thing was, I honestly really don't know. I had interviews done. I had met with, I had done a bunch of episodes, and then I went to they asked for a solo episode, and then after I posted the solo episode, they didn't like it, and they said they didn't want me to be on their site. So we just, now we're putting the pedal to the metal on Shot 30 podcast and trying to get everything moving forward from here. But we've got some other really cool stuff, man. Like, it's going to be a really neat layout. If you guys just listen on the apps, dude, the studio is pretty neat. It's a little bit, it's a cozy little place to be. But yeah, and man, WandaVision, that's what I wanted to talk about. WandaVision. If you guys haven't seen WandaVision, man, get on it. Even if you don't like Marvel, you might not like it. But that was really trippy, really well done, and a lot of fun. It was a very fun show. They made it very quirky and like a very tied in with like a lot of other like old style TV shows like Malcolm in the Middle, I Love Lucy. They just twisted in a whole bunch of stuff to make it like a sitcom. It was pretty neat. But yeah, that was WandaVision, and there's some other stuff coming out. But dude, I did see my hot boy, Zac Efron. He might be cast as Wolverine. Now, we thought we had it good with Hugh Jackman. Imagine all the fappable moments that we'll get with Zac Efron as Wolverine. I'm in. Take my money. Inject him with a little adamantium, and dude, just watch me work. You better lube these joints up because, boy, I'll be on that. I will be on that. Yeah, like, I'm the Tin Man turning into like a Gumby. Like, I'm just going to turn all jelly. Like, watching Zac Effie do his thing, man. Man. But he did say, I did see this. Zac Efron said that he doesn't think he'll ever get, like, ripped again. He said it's just so hard on his body, and he, like, just can't stand to be that, like, when they're getting that low in body fat like he was for that Baywatch with Dwayne Johnson. But he said that it took a toll on his body. It took a toll. And he's out here complaining and crying, and so are we. We want you hot. We want you ripped, Zac Efron. You're crying about that, but like hundreds of thousands, millions of people are crying because you're not going to get ripped anymore. So I think you should I think you should reconsider that. Don't like get like Dallas Buyers Club Matthew McConaughey level. Maybe that's a little too aggressive. Maybe that's a little much. Yeah, that was sickly looking. And then there's a couple people who have really done that and like transformed their bodies. Christian Bale's like the master of it. If you haven't seen that, you should Google search Christian Bale's like body changes, how he's adjusted for roles. He's been like as big as like 270 pounds all the way down to like 140, I think they said. Yeah, that guy gets it. Castaway, Tom Hanks, he said to get ready for that role. Like, he literally ate fish, slept outside, and he did those. And whatever happened with all that Tom Hanks stuff? Wasn't like Tom Hanks on the front of the news, a bunch of people were, I'm pretty sure people were like coming at Tom Hanks. I don't know if it was like all that weird like Ellen stuff, that Wayfair stuff and all that stuff. I don't know if that was, I'm pretty sure that was Tom Hanks, and then he like moved to Germany or something. Yeah, and then he got COVID. And now COVID, so now COVID is like, they say that the numbers are higher than ever before and everything's open. I don't know, I don't do the politics. But what's going on? Is it gone? Are we good? I know some people that are getting sicker from the damn shot than they were from having COVID. I think that's a little bit counterproductive. Don't you? You want to go to the doctor and get sicker? I don't know. But I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. And I don't really talk to, most of my friends aren't smart enough to like actually know either. I have a lot of really dumb friends. And that's, I have a lot of smart friends, but I just, for some reason I thought that would be funny to like try to take a stab at them. And I didn't really want to do that because I love them. But yeah, I've been dropping them LBs. And let me tell you about that right after this. Put in an order for some of these signs, like this kind of stuff, and like custom made stuff for your house, like oven covers and like all kinds of crazy awesome stuff. But at Handmade by Haley, go visit Handmade by Haley on Facebook, and her stuff is absolutely incredible. You will not be sad that you did. That's Handmade by Haley. But yeah, okay. So what was I saying? I've been dropping LBs. Yeah. So I got fat. Everybody knows I got fat. Everybody knows, well, most people know that I used to be an in-shape power lifter, like big time, hot bod, all these things before my hairline started receding and I got stretch marks on my gut and all this stuff. But I put on a ton of weight, and over the past few months, I got a gym membership. I've been going like on lunch breaks or before work, after work, stuff like that. And the weight's been falling off. And I didn't quit everything. I cut back on drinking, and I've been trying not to eat fast food at all. And I've just been killing the weight room. Like just go in there every single day and just put in work. Somehow end up sore. Even if I'm lazy or tired, end up sore. And I've been doing it, and so I'm down. Well, in the first 3 weeks, I was down 16 pounds, and in the past 2 weeks, I'm down 8 more pounds. So that's 24. I'm down 24 total pounds, and I feel great. I'm like actually jumping. Because when I was jumping over the past few months, I mean, my gut went like, I'd feel like my titties bouncing and jiggling, my gut jiggling. I mean, my cottage cheese was producing more cottage cheese. Like it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty for me. It wasn't pretty for anybody around me. But now I'm kind of starting to move around, like, and I'm really starting to fall back in love with it, because I fell out of love with powerlifting because I was deadlifting first of all, I fell out of love with powerlifting because the sport just for me during that time, it just didn't feel like fun anymore. It felt like everybody was just competing with everybody so bad, and it was all just puffing chests everywhere, and I just fell out of love with it. And then the icing on the cake, I tore both hamstrings, came back again, and I was deadlifting in my garage with like 700, I think it was like 715, and I got to the top, and the floor mat ripped in half, and it shattered my foot, like destroyed my right foot. And so that's part of the reason why I got out of that, like, but then after that, like, I could have been still like maintaining shape, like, but I just let it slip, and now I'm trying to get back. Now I'm trying to get back before the cool doesn't run out. I've been giving it my messes. I'll be giving it asbestos. But yeah, so that's why, but everything's been going smooth now. I've just been some heavy stuff, but I've just been mainly trying to move, lift anything, and it's been going pretty good. And hopefully we'll be getting in some summer softball. And we're thinking about doing a Shot 30 softball, like tournament. Not tournament, but like game, where we have all the guests, like a bunch of the guests who have been on Shot 30 podcast as the two teams. And then we'll videotape it, have a lot of fun with it. But, like, that's a lot of effort. Like, that's a lot of work. And that's kind of where we were in that hole of, like, we really want to get these pages getting some more love, building up a little bit. And so that was, like, that's a lot of work to be videotaping a softball game, to get people from all over the place here for a softball game. If 25 people are going to watch it, well, that just really sucks. And we also want to do it for like a thing for like, either a charity or like to give some money to Be Humble Gym and support some of those athletes and stuff like that. We want to try to put it back into doing something good with it. It's going to, I know it'll be good for me because I'll have a freaking blast because everybody that's been on the show I've loved, and it's been a blast. But yeah, we're going to be stepping up the guest game. And I think you guys will really like it. Yeah, one of Caitlin Miller's teammates, I think her name is Lois Cook. She's a big TikTok, Instagram. Her page is Stilettos and Cleats. And she's going to be on the show. She's a football player, and, a female football player. And Caitlin said she's absolutely awesome. So she agreed that she wants to come on the show. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're just going to keep figuring out new routes to give you guys something new, but I do have to do better at posting more often, like, even if it's an episode that you guys don't like, or, maybe, that maybe it's a guest you don't like or something like that, or bores you or something like that. We still need to be giving you guys other video or podcasts and stuff like that. So we're going to work a lot harder, and I'm going to have a lot more free time without taking so many classes, because that was really consuming me. And it was like making me go nuts, man. Now, like, I can only imagine like a woman, a single mom, trying to take care of her kids, run them to and from school, while she also is like has a job and still trying to get an education. That the amount of stress that could bear on a person. I bet it. Like, I can really put myself into that perspective, because I try to do so many things, and I need to just do one thing at a time, do one thing at a time, do one thing. And then I just get so caught up in doing that one thing, like working out or posting podcasts or TikToks or making videos. I need to learn to spread it all out and to get other things done, like a schedule would be, like, scheduling certain things would be probably for the best, but yeah. So yeah, anyways, summer's right around the corner. Getting your Speedos all sized up, seeing if you guys are fitting the Speedos the same way as you did the year before. Man, all I want to do, honestly, is I just want to go be on a beach, man. I just want to go be on a beach. I just put my feet in the sand, go run in the ocean, go sit out on a dock with, like, really, like those, isn't, like, wooden Florida different? Dude, don't you like think that like wood in Florida is different? Like the way they make like the docks and all that stuff, like that wood's definitely different. It's got to be different because like it's in the water, like, and it's just not rotting. Or maybe they like change those posts out all the time. I don't know. But yeah, I just want to be like in Florida or something. With the COVID stuff, man, we really got restricted into not being able to do shit, especially like me and Timmery, especially with her job and everything. We weren't doing shit. And over the past few weeks, we've went out to dinner and stuff like that. We haven't been doing that, even though I love watching movies from my bed that are in the theaters. I love doing that kind of shit. But when you can't go outside because of the snow and the ice, it was so bad for so long. I think we went like 2 straight months with snow and ice on the ground. And so like it hit 60, the snow was melted, and man, we were outside just, oh my God, man. You would have thought like we were like one of those groups that come in and they put the roof in. You know, they put the shingles in. They do it all in a day. That's what we were doing with the yard. We were like, dude, we're getting everything done. And, you know, we took shot breaks. Yeah, we took shot. It's like, go pick up a couple sticks and then take 7 to 8 shots. And then take a long breather. Then go pick up a few more sticks. But I will tell you, I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I made Cassidy, our oldest daughter, I made her go around with the pooper scooper and clean up all the dog shit from the winter. And she did not love that job. And I honestly, it was like kind of like a horror scene. Like, cause all this poop is like terribly like wet and soft, and we're trying to make her clean it up, and it's just like going everywhere. It's just crumbling. It was like pudding. And that's pretty gross. And probably most of you guys don't want to even hear me talk about that kind of stuff, so I'll stop. And that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I have some other. Oh man, we've been playing that Call of Duty game, Cold War. Yeah, we've been playing Cold War. It's been like a group, like me, Joe, this cat named Brandon, and Riley. We've been playing like, I don't know, a couple times a week. And man, I'm telling you, there's this game on there called Prop Hunt. You've probably seen like videos and stuff of it, but you become an object. And then the team's hunting you to find. So you could be like a chicken. You could be like a board, a pallet. You could be all these weird, dumb things. And then you just go like prop up somewhere and hide. And man, we geek a little too hard on that game. We go a little over the top with like just giggles, man. We're just straight giggling like little kids because it's so dumb. When you dumb your mind down that much that you're a prop hiding, and then there's like a couch on the run and you're trying to shoot the couch on the run, man, that's like the best feeling in the world, to like dumb your brain down when you're always doing something or thinking, and when you're doing absolutely nothing, it's the best. It's like, Saturday night and you're just snugged up on the couch, not worrying about a thing. There's nothing going on, and you're just like at peace, like the second before you fall asleep. Man, that's kind of like what the game does. It just, you're not thinking about anything. You're just focusing on this silliness that's going on the screen, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, and I just want to say like we are going to, like this will be, I hope I get this up today. We're going to be doing TikTok live as well, just to keep trying to grow that. But we're going to be, when I do TikTok live, I think it's going to be when I edit podcasts. So like, I don't know, maybe people want to watch me edit the podcast or not, but like it's a good time for it. Like it's knocking out 2 birds with one stone. I'm editing the podcast, and then I'm still taking care of trying to build the TikTok platform. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. We will have guests. You will have guest episodes by this weekend. Thank you guys there's a lot of loyal, like really awesome people that have, made all of this worth it. And I didn't want it to sound like, oh yeah, if only 28 people's listening to the podcast, well, that sucks for me. It's not like that. Like, because it makes me feel really awesome that people want to, like, even 28 people, even one person wants to listen to me talk or listen to what I think or how stupid I am or sit there and make fun of me, whatever. But I just want it to grow more, and just like every man, we all just want it to grow just a little bit more. So that's what I'm trying to do, and I'm trying my best. And maybe someday this podcast will be a great one, and people will love it, and I won't have to do all the work to spread it, but until that day comes, I have to work hard, and that's why I'm trying to work hard on all the social media platforms, and I'm trying to bring you guys products that, maybe it's different than something else you've ever seen before. Maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe it has its own identity that's different than other podcasts, other people who sit there and, just talk. That's essentially all we're doing in a podcast. But yeah, we're thinking about doing more like things with like messengers and phone lines, and it's just so much stuff that we're trying to figure out. And man, if I just had like, I don't know, like a few months of just, here you go, like make it happen. I don't know. I don't know, but we're going to try. We're going to try for you guys. So if you do have any questions or anything that you want to say or anything that you want to see on the show, just message it down below. Let me know, or yeah, and thank you guys for sharing. Please, if you're just listening on one of the apps, go hit subscribe on YouTube, or if you're just on YouTube, go follow the podcast and leave a review on one of the podcast apps. It helps us out so much. And we're just going to keep going on with this weird journey, because we got a new bump in the road. Not bump, like maybe like a boost. And it's been awesome. So if you guys are here from TikTok also, thank you guys for being here. And yeah, leave a comment down below that says that you came from TikTok. But yeah, I will be getting back on stage for stand-up very soon. And a lot of people have been wanting some clips and stuff. I've been writing like a madman. So I think I've got some really good material that you guys are going to like. So this is Shot 30 Podcast. I'm Shay Newbert. Thank you guys so much for everything, man. You guys make it fun. And I just want to make it fun for you guys too. So this is Shot 30 Podcast. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And thank you for listening. And Amisha, if you're listening, you're the absolute best.